Everybody, please be seated. Good morning. My name is Dr. Kathleen Kasperzak, and I'm the Director of Nursing and Allied Health. And I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the classes of 2016 and 2017, to families, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, and members of the Board of Directors. This year, we extend a warm welcome also for the fourth year in a row to our CV School of Nursing alumni seated down here behind our seniors. Thank you for coming and for honoring our nursing students and graduates. Your presence here today is living evidence of the history of nursing in Plattsburgh, and it's our intention that we help to preserve, perpetuate, and to continue to honor this rich history of nursing annually at our ceremony. I'd like to announce the platform sitting behind me, so please stand as I mention your name and be acknowledged. President of Clinton Community College, Mr. Frederick Smith. Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Cheryl Lesser. Stephen Frederick, Vice President of Institutional Advancement. Catherine Mitchell, Associate Professor of Nursing. Lauren Robinson, Associate Professor of Nursing. I think we ought to have a round for Katrina Evans, even though she couldn't be with us. She's Associate Professor of Nursing. Brooke Castine, Assistant Professor. And Don Finney, Assistant Professor. And Jill Plastic-Tedford, the newest addition to our team. Our clinical adjuncts, we're delighted to have you here today with us. Gina Brandolino. Stephanie Boswell-Davies. Nicole Malley. Heather Nolet. Bobby Jo Otis. Ann King. We also are very happy to have back with us this year Susan Ryan, who is our Susie was a former full-time nursing faculty this last year. And Carrie Howard Canning, our Associate Vice President of Patient Care Operations at CVPH, was one of our speakers. Elizabeth Coates. She's our lab instructor. I'm happy to report another very successful year for the program, and I'm honored to be here celebrating in the success. We did not achieve this success in isolation, so I'd like to acknowledge the tremendous support that the entire college gives to this program. From the board of directors, President Smith and his administrative staff, all the instructional staff, support staff, there isn't a department that hasn't contributed either directly or indirectly to the success of this program. Special mention goes to Vice President Dr. Cheryl Lesser, who provides us with guidance, support, and tolerance of us all. And Stephen Frederick, Vice President of Institutional Advancement, who comes without exception to our aid when we need something that wasn't budgeted for. He always has a bit of money for us. Appreciate that. I'd like to acknowledge our gratitude to all of the staff at the clinical sites where our students get their clinical experience. The nursing staff at these sites play a very significant role in the oversight of our students. Behind me, I have another part of the success story. Our nursing faculty, our lab assistant, and our clinical adjuncts who provide excellent instruction, support, and yes, nurturing and counseling for our students. I'm so very proud and grateful for the wonderful work that you do and for all of your dedication to our program goals. You are one amazing team and a joy for me to have been a part of. The biggest part of our success story is these two cohorts of students sitting here before me. You are here today because you met the standard of excellence that Clinton Nursing is known for. You have labored, you have sacrificed, you have endured, and you have succeeded. We appreciate you, we commend you, and we honor you all today. Thank you, students and graduates, for your hard work, your determination, and congratulations on your achievement. I want to share some information today about the tradition of capping and pinning for those of you who haven't been with us before. The capping and pinning ceremony has been a very important nursing tradition dating back to the founding of the first training schools back in the 1800s. Capping took place pretty much in the first 6 months of the student's education, and it was an important milestone in the educational process. The cap was earned and it identified the student as being accepted into the fold. The nursing pin is symbolic of another milestone at the end of one's nursing education, and it identifies the school of nursing the student graduated from. And so you're here today because you have met respective milestones, deserving you freshmen, now seniors, of the nursing cap, and you seniors, now graduates of the nursing pin. Another long-held tradition we bring to our ceremony dates back also to the 1800s is the lighting of the nightingale lamp, which symbolizes the care and devotion that the nurse administers to the sick and injured. I'd like to acknowledge and thank the students for all of your very hard work and effort that went into the planning and the execution of this beautiful celebration today. I know it was a lot of work and it's paying off, it's beautiful. It's been my habit over the last 10 years to send the freshman and seniors off with some thoughts on carrying on the Clinton tradition of nursing excellence, so today's not any different, so bear with me. Probably a little over 2 minutes though. I told you at nursing orientation, if you remember that far back, that once you began this educational journey, that you would probably never be the same person that you were at that time. I'm quite sure you'd agree that you've undergone many important and significant changes in preparing for this critical role that you will very soon and soon be assuming. Nursing is an exceptionally demanding profession, as you've all come to realize. And yes, we admit our nursing program is exceptionally challenging, but with the intention of preparing you all for what lies ahead. I'm sure you're all imagining yourselves going out there and conquering healthcare and doing great things. The reality is that there are counterforces out there that will challenge the best of your intentions, your values, and the standards that you've been maintaining as students. You may be challenged to find ways to do more with less, to assume responsibility where you don't necessarily feel qualified. You may be tempted to cut corners when there isn't enough time. You may be challenged to do the right thing when the wrong thing almost seems to have become the norm. How do you go out and get sucked into the big world of healthcare and continue to maintain the values and the standards that you've learned here at Clinton? One of the practices the faculty have introduced to you is that of self-reflection. Faculty require you to reflect on your performance and your feelings as you complete each clinical day. Including this practice as part of your clinical requirement was intended to be more than just an exercise in self-evaluation, but even more importantly, it was intended to make the process of self-reflection a habit in your professional lives. One of the hallmarks of being a professional is being self-aware. Being aware of what we do, what we say, what we think. According to Professor Christopher Johns, reflective practice is a process of learning from our everyday nursing practice, and this learning becomes a way to make desirable practice our reality. Through reflective practice, nurses contemplate issues in their nursing practice as a way to develop new insights and perceptions of both themselves and their practice. It's a way of being mindful of ourselves either during or after an experience. To look at ourselves within the context of a particular event and to analyze a situation and become conscious of the issues that are occurring within that experience. For example, maybe I could have responded to my patient in a more therapeutic way. Maybe I should have delegated more tasks to my nursing assistant so that I could have spent more time with my dying patient. Or maybe I should have taken a little bit more time injecting that IV drug to make it a little less painful. So your work is not over, students and graduates. Please consider including reflective practice as part of your professional practice in nursing, thereby disciplining your inner advisor here to be watchful of your intentions, your behaviors, your activities, and your values. This is an important practice, especially for you graduates as you leave the nest. You will no longer have a trusted instructor looking over your shoulder, making sure that you are doing the right thing for the right patient at the right time, that you are adhering to principles and upholding standards in an environment where you will be challenged to embrace new technologies, deal with conflicting values and ethical dilemmas, and you'll be challenged to provide excellent patient care in a time of financial constraints and cost-effective mandates. It's a tough world out there. Reflective practice is a tool for keeping yourself on track. End of lecture. Now I would like to ask that you all rise for the singing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Singing of the national anthem is by our very own Donald Rock and Shelley Ann McCaffrey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. So one of the most exciting things for new graduates is to look back on those who have come before us those who have paved the way, and reveled in their successes in their career. Today's keynote speaker exemplified that sentiment, which made her a hands-down choice to speak at this year's ceremony. Carrie Howard Canning, class of 1992, serves as a role model to those of us here today. After graduating with her nursing degree here from Clinton in '92, Carrie continued her learning, earning her baccalaureate nursing degree from SUNY Plattsburgh in 2001 and her master's in nursing as a clinical nurse specialist in adult health from Sage Graduate School in 2005. She is currently pursuing a master's in business administration from Western Governors University and recently completed a fellowship in innovation and healthcare leadership at Arizona State University. She is professionally certified by the American Nurses Credentialing Center as a board-certified medical surgical nurse, oncology nurse, clinical nurse specialist, and an executive nursing practice. Carrie's work experience is as impressive as her educational experience. She has spent time as a staff nurse on the medical surgical unit and in the emergency department. She has also served in supervisory roles and as the medical surgical oncology unit director. In 2007, she designed and implemented the very first inpatient clinical nurse specialist position at Champlain Valley Physicians Hospital. Currently, Carrie serves as the Associate Vice President of Patient Care Operations at CDPH. I've had the pleasure of working with Carrie personally, and it is my honor to introduce to you this year's Happy Opening keynote speaker, Carrie Howard Canning.
What a glorious day. Inside this gymnasium and outside, finally. So I would like to say thank you and welcome to all of you, President Smith, Vice President Lesser, Vice President Frederick, Clinton County members of the Board of Trustees, the Champlain Valley School of Nursing, Director of Nursing and Allied Health, Kathleen Kasperzak, faculty, family, friends, graduate nurses, 2016 senior nursing students, fellow Clinton community nursing alumni. I have to tell you that when I received this email request to talk to you today, I think all of you can relate to being in a space in your lives, whether you're sitting here or sitting in the audience, when you're touched by something, surprised by something, and of something of such significance. So I have to be honest, in that moment, feelings went through me probably for 5 or 10 minutes. I was curious, I was excited, I was honored, I was humbled, I was afraid, I was nervous, happy, and the list goes on and on. So I thought for a brief moment, why me? And I was there in that space for 5 or 10 minutes. And I finally got to the place of, why not me? I have thoughts and I have a story to share, and I really appreciate the opportunity to stand in front of all of you today. So as an alumnus of Clinton Community College Nursing Program, I found my way in this profession as a young 19-year-old registered nurse. I would like to tell you my story. I entered the 2-year nursing program because in 1992 there wasn't as structured a 3-year program or a base year and then the 2-year program. So it was a 2-year nursing program. I had graduated. I'm a local person from Saranac Central High School. And, whoever said that? So I graduated young because my birthday's in November. So as a 17-year-old, I entered this program doing the very things you're doing today. As I stand before you today, you may listen to the introduction that Josh gave, which is humbling to hear. I don't really stop and think about those things. And you may draw conclusions based on what you see. And you might think things in your head. And I want you to know that some of you may even know me personally and professionally. But today I'm going to share my story with you, bringing myself to a vulnerable place, because I want you to reflect on how well you really know people that you interact with and the individuals that you will care for as nurses. So as a young adult entering the program, as I just explained to you, I was facing some fairly significant struggles in my personal life. Growing up, my father wasn't around much. I lived in Watertown, New York, and my mother was an alcoholic. So you could say she wasn't really around either. And my brother and I practically raised ourselves. I thank God every day for him, and I think that much of who I am today is because of him, and he is because of me, because of the way that he is as well. My parents divorced when I was 14, and I was fortunate to move to Plattsburgh with my mother when I was in 10th grade. And when I was in 10th through 12th grade of high school, unbeknownst to me, my mother was continuing to make poor decisions, and they caught up with her, and she was arrested and went to prison. So she began serving her time in Virginia at a federal prison as I started the Clinton nursing program. I found myself in a place where I was, in essence, on my own, facing a rigorous program which you are well familiar with, that demanded more of me than anything else I had ever encountered. I am forever grateful for the opportunity that was given to me here today, or through Clinton Community College, because I'm not sure where I would be in life if it wasn't for the nursing program and the experiences that it gave me. For most of my life, I have kept what I just shared with you private and shared it with only the folks that are closest to me, for fear of being judged. I share it with you today as a person that now understands that my mother's decisions and failures do not define me as an individual. And although they deeply influenced who I am today, my mother went on to serve time, I went on to become a registered nurse, my brother went on to attend and graduate from West Point. You see, life has taught me so much about myself and about others because I've been open to learning about myself and those I interact with. I also share this with you because when you look at me today, you may draw conclusions that I've had more opportunities than others, or things have come easily to me, or a variety of other things that are just not the case. We all have a story, and proudly Clinton Community College and the nursing program is part of my story, as well as a godsend to me, which provided me purpose, structure, and a challenge which I willingly accepted through the program and through the nursing profession. There are many moments throughout my time here at Clinton Community College that I wondered if I could complete the program and if I was meant to be a nurse. There were the same amount of moments for my instructors, Phyllis Thompson, Janice Toomey, Mary Jane Miranda, Stacia Arcaris, to name a few, and I'm certain that they wondered those same things about me. It was here at Clinton Community College that I learned a great deal about myself, and I'd like to share those thoughts with you. I ask you to consider these thoughts as you think about your story and how you arrived here today, as well as what will define your story in the days that turn into weeks and months and years to come. Doors. I'd like to start with doors. You will be presented many of them in your lifetime. I would encourage you to go through those doors. Some will be obvious, and you'll be certain about it. Others, this will not be the case. You know, in some instances in my life, it wasn't always clear about whether or not I should proceed. So I would carefully consider options in front of me, and through support and encouragement of those around me, I decided to try things I wasn't sure of to find out that I could not only do them, I could do them quite well, and wouldn't have had the opportunity if I chose to stay in the same place. Believe in yourselves, take risks, and go through those doors. Growth. This is probably a familiar concept to the graduate nurses and to the top 2016 nursing students, seniors. You see, I have always believed throughout my career that if you are not uncomfortable, then you are not growing. This is an important concept to keep in mind as you enter the profession of nursing. Healthcare is in the midst of significant change, which will challenge all of us to work together, smarter, to be engaged in evidence-based lifelong learning, to utilize technology to our advantage, and to work in partnership with our colleagues to provide highly reliable care to the community we serve. In order to do this, we must be in a constant state of growth and change. It will serve each of you well to continually look for ways that you can be uncomfortable so that you will continue to grow professionally. Stories. Every one of us has our story. The things that have taken place in our lives that bring us to the place where we are today. Each person in the gymnasium has a story, all of us. So I would like you to consider this about yourselves, your peers as you look side to side, the patients, and the families that you will serve. Each person has a story that is deeper than what you see on the surface. Often, you see what they're willing to share. So I would ask you to be open to this. Seek to understand the stories that are before you. People will share their stories with you if you're open to this. Be vulnerable and share yourself with others. You will not regret that. You see, today, you take a big step forward. With your stethoscope, your coursework behind you, you enter a life of new and vast privilege. You may not notice the reverence and the respect you have at first. You will not always feel privileged and respected. Not when you're driving to work on the night shift and it's the middle of winter, nor when you're trying to balance the 3 or 4 things that need to be done at the same time. But this will be true, and in return for your years of learning and your dedication to a life of service, Society will look at you like no other profession. Society will allow you to hear secrets from frightened human beings that are too scared to tell anyone else. Society will permit you to use medications and interventions that can do great harm, as well as do great good. Society will give you special titles and spaces of privilege. And in the role of a registered nurse, you will meet individuals who need your help, your voice, and your advocacy. You will meet them every day, every hour. They will be in disguise. They'll be disguised as a new mother afraid to touch her baby. They'll be disguised as a construction worker too embarrassed to admit that he didn't hear a word you said after the doctor left the room and had said it might be cancer. Disguised as an alcoholic, bottoming out, who was the captain of the soccer team and dreamed of being an architect someday. Disguised as the child or the 90-year-old grandmother whom you tower over. Disguised as the man who prefers to sit or the man who prefers to stand. Disguised as the woman who wants you to call her Carrie, or as the woman who prefers to be called Mrs. Howard Canning. The small things matter. It all matters. All that matters is the person. The person, the individual, the patient, the coworker, the poet, the adventurer, the frightened soul, the wondering mind, the educated, the veteran, the husband, the wife, the son, the daughter, the child. In the moment, it all matters. I'm going to ask the graduate nurses and the 2017 senior nursing students, fellow nurses, and anyone else in the audience that would like to participate. Allow me some latitude over the next couple of minutes. I'm going to ask you to open your hands. Turn them over and open them. And look at your hands. These are the hands that have held and will touch so many individuals. This is how your patients will see you. And this is how in the audience people see you. They see you as you touch people. Think of all the mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, daughters, and sons that you've already shared yourself with and that you will continue to share your unique fingerprints with. Every one of you makes a difference, and it all matters. So on behalf of every one of those individuals you've already touched and every one of those individuals that you will touch, I say thank you. Thank you are two words that you will not hear often enough. You'll have to thank yourself for the work that you're doing, the life of service that you're providing. We don't always know where our spirit will take us, and when I look out into this audience and the graduates in front of me, I see more good than I can imagine. You are the spirit of healthcare. You are the good that will make a difference in healthcare for every single person that is touched by your hands. So in the moment, it is all about choice. And you have a magical opportunity. You have the opportunity to decide which doors to go through. You have the opportunity to decide where and how to grow. And you have the opportunity to share your story and be part of the story of others. So as I stand before you today, I say to you sincerely, I am no different than any one of you. And I mean that. I was in the exact same place that many of you are today. I have been where you are, and I have made choices resulting in growth, failure, influence, happiness, and I congratulate you on your achievements today. Feel proud. When you begin your profession as a registered nurse, you join 3.1 million strong across the United States. You join 19.3 million strong across the world. You join the most respected profession, according to Gallup, where nurses have topped the list every year since it was included in 1999. So now I'm going to tell you a secret. Those who suffer need you to be something more than a registered nurse. They need you to be a healer. And to be a healer, you must do something even more difficult than getting a job and coming to work every day. You must recover, embrace, and treasure the memory of your frail humanity of the dignity in each and every soul. When you are in the presence of those for whom you will care, in the sacred presence of people just like you, tower not over them, but join those you care for and become a healer in the world of fear and fragmentation that has never needed more healing. So I will close with a thought from our matriarch in nursing, Florence Nightingale, and I ask you to think about this. The progressive world is necessarily divided into two classes: those who take the best of what there is and enjoy it, and those who wish for something better and they create it. Where there are none who are discontented with what they have, the world would never reach any better. So congratulations.
Sharing your story with us. I don't think any of us will soon forget that, and you obviously touched all of us, so thank you very much. I'd like to announce our freshman speaker, Megan Murray, president of the class of 2017.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for all coming. Today is obviously our day to celebrate everything we have accomplished. For the freshmen, we celebrate the completion of our first very hectic year. For the seniors, we celebrate your completion of the program that you will now be moving on as graduate nurses. Although this day is for us to celebrate our accomplishments, we have to first remember why we decided to pursue a career in nursing in the first place. We want to heal and serve people. Our lives are truly made complete by the people we surround ourselves with. And for the last year or two, those people have been our support, the ones we lean on. So before we take a look at ourselves, let's take some time to recognize and thank everyone that has helped us get this far. Thank you, friends and families, for first encouraging us to pursue our dreams. Thank you for being there and supporting us before we even knew our own potential. Thank you also for putting up with our long hours of studying, our crankiness after a long clinical day, and our immense anxiety before exams. Thank you for your patience and love throughout this journey. We really couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Dr. Kasperzak, and all of our amazing instructors for preparing us to become exceptional nurses. Although the work is hard and the standards are high, we know you truly have the desire to mold us into the nurses you know we can be. You also are always there for us when we had a bad day and need someone to lift our spirits. And for that, we thank you. Thank you to the nurses in the senior class for being the mentors in my class. Thank you for initiating the mentorship program so that we as freshmen could have an easy transition into the crazy world of nursing school. Knowing that we had access to our own individual mentor was so reassuring during those most intense times of stress. Thank you for just being there when we needed you and for helping us through. And lastly, I want to thank my class for giving me the honor and privilege of being your president. Amongst us is an abundant amount of love and caring for each other. I love that I can say that we are not only a group of nursing students, but we are truly a family that works hard to help, encourage, and lift up each other. I thank God that I had the opportunity to spend this last year with you all amazing individuals, learning and growing with you all as friends and as future nurses. Thank you. And now it's my honor to present to you the class of 2017 as they are capped. Sorry, I guess I have to go first. Tiffany Trombley. She is the nursing class of 2017 Vice President, Clinton Community Scholar, and is a member of Phi Beta Kappa, as well as a recipient of the 4.0 Award, Biological Sciences Award, and the John Weldon Endowment Scholarship. Aubrey Ford. Aubrey Ford, she is a nursing class of 2017 secretary, John Weldon Endowed Memorial Scholarship, Wyeth Legacy Scholarship, and received the Hard Worker Award. Corinne Corrado, she is the nursing class 2017 treasurer and is a recipient of the John Weldon Nursing Scholarship, LG Robinson Memorial Scholarship, and is also a member of Phi Beta Kappa.
There you go.
Ashley Arguello. She is a nursing class of 2017 class representative and is a recipient of not one, but 2 Wyeth Legacy Scholarships, the Leroy M. Douglas Memorial Scholarship, and the Foundation Bookstore Scholarship. Lonnie Marie LaPointe. She is a nursing class of 2017 class representative. Corey Rivers, he is the nursing class of 2017 Director of Communications. Mary Armston, recipient of the Warren H. Olmsted and Maria R. Olmsted Memorial Nursing Scholarship and the Barbara McDowell Memorial Scholarship. Stacy Ashline. Joseph Atkinson.
Did I break it?
James Bouvier. Victoria Bruce. And Catherine Curtin. Nicole Daniels. Catherine Garino. John Weldon Endowed Scholarship, Champlain Valley Business and Professional Women's Scholarship, and the Leroy M. Douglas Memorial Scholarship. Carly Griggs. Rachel Harvey, Caitlin Hewitt, and Hannah Jabud. Keone Lattimore, and Haley McLaughlin. Keone received the Outstanding First Year of Nursing Student Award and is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Kelly McQuaid, Kelby Moore, and Ashley Moran. Kelly McQuaid received the Leroy M. Douglas Memorial Scholarship, the YF Legacy Scholarship, and the CCC Bookstore Scholarship. Claire Parker, Tara Relation, and Kara Ciprell. Scott Smith, Abigail St. Louis, and Sharon Yarbrough. Scott Smith was the recipient of the Barbara McDowell Memorial Scholarship and the YF Legacy Scholarship. Class of 2017. And now it's my honor to introduce you Joshua Koo, Senior Class President. He graduated Piedmont High as a trustee to the Clinton Community College Board of Trustees and is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. He also is a recipient of the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence, the Dulcie Sherman's Memorial Nursing Scholarship, the CCC Foundation Sylvia Manor Distinguished Alumni Award, the Faculty Association Hard Worker Award, the Thomas Raymond Memorial Scholarship, and the Helen Lyons Family Nursing Scholarship.
Thank you again, everybody. Thank you, Megan, and welcome again to the 2016 Clinton Community College Cap and Pinning Ceremony. Firstly, I'd like to thank all of our amazing faculty and staff for their dedication to us and to the nursing program. Also to Steve Frederick and his staff at the Alumni Cottage, who have always been fervent supporters of the nursing program. To somebody very special in the audience, one of my coworkers, Joelle LaValle, sitting right over there. She designed the beautiful logo that we see here today on the. To the buildings and ground staff who helped make this possible today, and every other person. Oh yes, every other person that made today possible. So just a few weeks ago, I came across a memory on Facebook. Thank goodness that it tells us, these things that we said in the past, these little nuggets of wisdom that we Said before, we kind of forgot about it. But in the post, which seems like a lifetime ago now, I had written that I wanted something more in my life. I knew that I wanted to make an impact on the world, and I craved the ability to dedicate my life to the service of others. And I stand here today, years later, having catapulted from that mere thought to a reality. What I find truly remarkable is that this thought occurred in everybody that you see here before you today. And together, we have catapulted ourselves not into just a profession of service, but to a dedication to make service our way of life. Standing here at this podium, I'm here where so many others have stood before me, and where so many others will follow. I feel total disbelief, gratitude, triumph, and the sadness to leave my days here at Clinton behind. As I look upon my fellow classmates, our mentors, our friends, and most importantly, our families, I know that this journey was not walked by any of us with ease. We overcame the same challenges in different ways, and we're here today as an incredible graduating class and as an incredible rising senior class. One of the most amazing experiences here in nursing school is being with my classmates. Whether it be time we spent in the lecture, the lab, or at clinical, I've been able to work with all of these fantastic people, and I'm truly honored to call them colleagues and friends. So many have said to me throughout nursing school, I don't understand how you juggle everything. You work, you go to school, you're president, you're on every committee that there is to be on. And while it's true that I handle a lot in terms of the curriculum and extracurricular activities, I must admit that my admiration belongs to those people around me. The dynamics of our class is incredible. The growth of so many of you is mind-blowing. While I may sit through hours of meetings or sit in President Smith's office and be late for class, I know that I don't have what it would take to hold a full-time job while I was in nursing school, or be a parent. So many of these strong individuals have continued to cheer on their children, their spouse, other loved ones, while knowing that they were equally in need of support. Though they needed a cheerleading squad themselves, they put others before themselves. I find this commendable, and it undoubtedly speaks to your character as a rising nurse. Each one of us has come so far, yet we must realize that this is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a lifetime. In closing, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. It is truly an honor to share this day with those who have supported us. And as I look out on the smiling and maybe crying faces of my classmates, I'd like to share one final thought. When I first entered nursing school, I didn't really know anybody. Everybody else had taken classes together. I was kind of a newbie. But I looked around on the first day and I thought to myself, wow, this is a really tough program to get into. This is a pretty awesome group of people. Several weeks into the program, after meeting people and getting to know people, I looked around the room and thought, well, this is going pretty well, and this is a pretty awesome group of friends. Fast forward to today, as I look around the room, and I think, wow, this is an incredible feeling, and this is a pretty incredible group of nurses. So the class of 2017, congratulations on your completion of your first year and your advancement in the program. And to the graduating class of 2016, my nursing family, we did it. And I'd like for one of the senior instructors to come fight to see the instant in me. Wow. Is that what I think that is? So we had some technical difficulties with our printer this morning, so bear with me, I'm reading off my Kindle. Now it is my honor to introduce all of the graduating seniors, and we'll start with Melinda Clark. Lauren Mincer. Emily Zurgis. Melinda is the Vice President of the Nursing Club, member and former President of Phi Theta Kappa. She graduated cum laude. She's a student liaison to the CCC Foundation Board, and she's the recipient of the Champlain Valley BPW Scholarship, the Plattsburgh Sunrise AM Rotary Scholarship, the John Weldon Scholarship, the George Moore Endowment Scholarship, the Warren and Maria Olmsted Scholarship, and a full tuition scholarship from the Clinton County Medical Society. Lauren Minster is the Secretary of the Nursing Club, recipient of the John Weldon Scholarship, the John P. Adams Scholarship, the Wyeth Legacy Scholarship, and the CCC Foundation Bookstore Scholarship. And Emily Zergis is the Treasurer of the Nursing Club. She's a member of Phi Theta Kappa. She graduated magna cum laude and recipient of the District 8 New York State Nurses Association Award. Kira S. Woods, Megan M. Lichty, Ethan J. Stansberry II. Kira is a class representative for the class of 2016. Megan is also a class representative. She's the recipient of the Wyeth Legacy Scholarship. And Ethan was our Director of Communications, member of Phi Theta Kappa, and graduated cum laude. Admir Barkatovich, Julie Colleran, and Molly Lane. Admir is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Molly is a member of Phi Theta Kappa, graduated cum laude, and is recipient of the One Work Source Future Nurses Scholarship. Li Wei Chen, Tanya J. Combs, Li Wei is the recipient of the Outstanding First Year Nursing Student Award. Danielle is a member of Phi Theta Kappa and graduated cum laude. Graduated cum laude. She's the recipient of the Presidential Scholarship. Kelly Gowett graduated cum laude and the recipient of the Outstanding Second Year Nursing Student Award.
Yeah, Kelly!
Keisha M. Gregoire, Robin Meyer, and Samantha Coleman. Samantha was the recipient of the CCC Foundation Excellence in Nursing Award. Emily A. Lacey, Emily is the recipient of the One Work Source Future Nurses Scholarship. Irene Mailing, who was pinned 60 years ago. Oh, and Becky graduated cum laude. Tatiana S. Bucklina, Shira Larson, and Jamie L. McIntyre. Shira is a member of Phi Theta Kappa and graduated cum laude. Shelly Ann L. McCaffrey, Jeff Shelly Ann is being pinned by her mother-in-law, Sheila Wilder, RN. Heather is being pinned by her sister, Rachel Height, RN. Heather is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa and graduated magna cum laude. David T. Parrott, Haley Schmidt, David graduated cum laude. Olivia is a member of Phi Theta Kappa, recipient of the Leroy M. Douglas Scholarship and the One Word Source Future Nurses Scholarship. And last but most certainly not least, Samantha M. Thayer and Janet Woodruff. Congratulations, classmates. And now I'd like to turn the mic over to Heather Nola, who has a presentation for Kindness Place.
Before I begin, can I ask my daughter Lexi to gently come down the stage and join me? Yes. So welcome everyone. I'm here today because I have a confession to make. My name is Heather, and I'm addicted to about 5 things. And those 5 things are my nursing students, late evening clinicals, anybody object to that? No? So everyone make a heart. Hold it up high. And a selfie. And my last one is kindness. And as an instructor, we all have something that we focus on, and mine is kindness. This is the first nursing class that I ran out of kindness coins. I began instructing in 2006, and it was something that I carried within our clinical group. And it really is to show that one good deed makes up for 10 negative within a day. And I really encourage nursing students to carry on a legacy that you be creative and creating your own kindness. So I was able to get a shipment of new kindness coins to send you on your way, and I have a whole new batch for the upcoming class. So Lexi is going to kindly go around and let you take your own bag. I love you guys a lot.
I'd like to invite. Oh, I'd like to invite Megan to the center table to light the candles, signify that we're coming together in two classes and passing the torch. Thank you for joining us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So as I said before, one of our greatest honors is to honor those that have come before us. The first thing that I'd like to mention is that Brenda Millar, who was captain, she's somewhere in the audience. She actually donated the lamp that we lit today. That will be donated to the Clinton Community College Foundation. So Steve, I hope you will accept that on behalf of your awards. Also, we had said before that we had some very special people with us today. These 10 special women have joined us for 4 years. I'm truly delighted to have them here today with us. I spent some time drafting a letter, hand signing them, and writing everybody's address out and sending them out, and I feel that it was totally worth it because even the people that called back and declined that they were unable to make it today, just hearing their voice saying, "This is so-and-so, I regretfully decline, I have other plans," instilled some pride in me, just knowing that there's somebody that has come before me and has been a pioneer in the profession. But we do have, as I said, 10 wonderful women here today, and I'd like for them to stand and be recognized. These are all women that have graduated from the Champlain Valley School of Nursing. We're going to start with Eileen Bouillet, class of 1947. Marceline Kavanaugh, class of 1953. Agatha McDonald, class of 1949. Her very loving sister, Marcia McDonald, class of 1959. The woman who brings it all together, Kathleen Everlith, class of 1959. Galen Bigelow, class of 1978. Janet Downs, class of 1956. And she did wear her cap and cape, which I'm so glad that she did. Mary Nissoff, class of 1965. Mary Ann Rector, class of 1959. And the last person, I said that I had really appreciated the voicemails and some had emailed back, but one person sent a letter back. And when I opened it and read it, it kind of choked me up a little bit, and that's kind of hard to do. So I just like to share with you what she said. She said, "Dear Joshua, I plan on attending the 2016 capping and pinning ceremony on May 14th. Thank you for the invitation. This will be such a special celebration for you and your fellow classmates. It also reminded me that 65 years ago, I had the same privilege. I had hoped to fulfill the desire to be an active RN for 65 years, but I was not granted that wish as I retired last year due to health issues at age 84, with 64 years of nursing. I'm grateful for those years as they were of great joy and comfort. I hope that you also will enjoy your involvement. Congratulations. Bertha G. Pondrio, RN, CVA School of Nursing, class of 1950. Thank you all for your dedication and service, and again, we're so happy to have you here today. One of the other things that I'd like to mention about the CBSN alumni board is they actually cleared out their savings and donated $5,000 to the Clinton Community College Foundation in an effort to preserve the nursing program at Clinton Community College and build on the legacy of Champlain Valley School of Nursing. So thank you so much for that. Now I'd like to invite Alumni Clark.
I'm going to try my best to keep it together. I don't know how well that's going to go. So before I start with the closing remarks, I would like to take a few minutes to recognize Dr. Kathleen Kasperzak, as she will be leaving us for retirement. Dr. K, as we like to call her, has been extremely influential during her reign as director of the nursing department here at Clinton. She has had a huge impact on our administration, staff, and nursing students. In honor of her departure, we have planted a flowering crabapple tree. The tree has been placed on the roadside near the foundation office. Special thank you to our buildings and grounds for your hard work. The tree will represent Dr. K's devotion and commitment to Clinton's nursing program. May it continue to grow and flourish as each new year passes. We will be planning a commemorative ceremony in the near future to formally applaud Dr. K's efforts. Thank you, Dr. K, for all that you have done for Clinton's nursing program. You will be deeply missed and hard to replace. Now on to the closing remarks. I stand before you today not as the Vice President of the senior class, but as the voice of each member of the class of 2016. We would like to take a brief moment to address some extremely important individuals here with us today. To the CVHN nurses, your presence at our ceremony is truly symbolic. You represent what we are striving to become, compassionate, dedicated nurses. We can only hope to touch the lives of as many people as you have. Thank you for your service and for being a part of today's ceremony. To our instructors, it's hard to quite know where to begin. Thank you for everything. Your guidance, your patience, for pushing us outside of our comfort zone, for having faith in us. You are remarkable individuals. Your passion for teaching is evident in each lecture and clinical experience. You have watched us evolve into safe, competent graduate nurses. We have only one hope, and that is to have made you proud. We are forever grateful for the gift that you have given us and promise to continue to nurture it. To the new senior class, first and foremost, congratulations. What an amazing accomplishment. Relish in every single moment. You truly do deserve it. I'd like to say that it gets a little easier, but it really doesn't. You just learn to cope with the high demands. Our class has tried our best to form a foundation for you to build upon. Our goal has been to bring both classes together. As with everything, there's room for growth and improvement. Take this legacy and build upon it. Make it better. Close the gap. Ensure that your freshman class feel supported, and cultivate a long-standing bond. As we transition into our new roles, don't hesitate to reach out for support. We're still here to help you. Your futures are so bright. Hang in there. The best is yet to come. To my classmates, we have often joked about our class having a black cloud over our heads. If anything could go wrong, it would go wrong with us. But we've overcame those obstacles. They have made us stronger and intensified our perseverance. It gives me such internal joy to say that the cloud has finally been lifted. We made it. Congratulations. You are an amazing group of people who will accomplish wonderful things. It truly has been a pleasure to represent you. Last, but most importantly, we would like to turn our attention to the individuals seated in the bleachers, to our moms and dads, to our grandparents, to our husbands and wives, our boyfriends and girlfriends, to our kids, to our aunts, uncles, cousins, and to our best friends. To every single one of you here today, we know that there have been times throughout this journey that we have forgotten to say thank you. So on this day, we would like to honor you as well. Thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you for your personal sacrifice. Thank you for realizing how much it truly means to us to become a nurse. Thank you for motivating us when we felt nothing but self-doubt. Thank you for understanding that we couldn't always be there when you needed us. Thank you for loving us. We could not have made it to this very moment without you. You have been an integral part to our success. We are forever grateful.
This is the end of our ceremony, and we hope that you will join us for refreshments immediately following, courtesy of the Clinton Community College Nursing Club. Thank you very much.